So by the time this video goes up, the games event will be out for 2 days already. And at the time of recording this, it has been around 5 hours into this event. But despite it being 5 hours, I feel like I've already gotten a pretty good general feel for how this event's gonna go down. So if you don't know how the event works, it's actually really simple. So in previous events like The Hunt and the OG classic Roblox event, you are given a series of games that you have to beat. And by beat, it really just means do a quest inside the game, get the reward, and go to the next game. The same thing can be said about the games, except it's a little bit different. So The Hunt had 100 games, the OG Roblox event had 15 games, and this event has 50 games. Now 50 games does sound like a lot, but unlike the Hunt event where you had to complete all 100 games to get the cool special prize, all you have to do to get the cool secret special prize is be on the winning team. And to be honest with you, if you want to be on the winning team, it's probably the Crimson Cats, and we'll get to that in a second. But if you're a god like me, you chose Giant Feet because that's the best team of them all. And on top of that, I would like to quickly plug my Twitch channel because just like the Hunt and the classic event, I'm going to be 100%ing this entire thing and making a massive video about it. If you want to be in that video, I recommend joining my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/corny, and I'll probably be streaming around 3 p.m. Eastern. But as I was saying before about the badges, you actually don't have to complete all 50 games to get all the badges you need. In fact, you only have to do probably around 20% of them. Because in order to get all the cool special items and to get all the quests done, all you need to do is get, I think, 360 silver and 155 shards, or shines. I'm gonna call them shards. This is kind of like the same approach the OG Roblox event had, where you didn't actually have to complete all the games, but you could if you wanted to. I've also noticed a lot of people complain that the event might be rigged because of the fact that Crimson Cats is just so far in the lead and they have so many people that it doesn't seem possible for anybody to catch up. And the reason why there are so many people joining Crimson Cat's team is because KreekCraft, basically the biggest Roblox YouTuber there is the team captain for that. And since he's the biggest Roblox YouTuber, he's also gonna have the most amount of little gremlins grinding away. Roblox has tried leveling the playing field though by making it so teams that are falling behind acquire a little bonus when completing their quest. For example, the current worst team is the Pink Warriors team, and right now they have a 23% catch-up bonus. There is a giant underlying problem with this though. While yes, a set percentage bonus does deal with some of the problem, there's still the glaring issue that there are so many people on Crimson Cat that it's outpacing the catch-up bonus. And even if in a perfect world you were able to catch up, once you're on the same playing field again, just because of the sheer amount of numbers that they have, they're gonna outpace you once again. Meaning that the game was rigged from the start. What Roblox should have done in this situation was, instead of making a catch-up bonus, make a bonus based on how many players a certain team has. This would have made it so everybody was basically earning the same thing constantly, and the race would be very, very tight. And to make things even more balanced, they should have just removed the fact that there are 5 teams and should have reduced it down to 2. This is because the way it's set up, it is a winner-take-all system, meaning that one team is going to win a special prize and everybody else gets left out. And I'm not saying that's inherently a bad thing, but the structure that they did with it kind of sucks. Because let's say everybody is evenly distributed between each team, which they're not, but let's say 20% of everybody was on a separate team. That would mean that 80% of everybody would get nothing. However, if there were at least 2 teams, that would mean at least 50% of people would be getting the reward. And honestly, this is gonna sound crazy, but the best comparison I can make to why winner-take-all systems with more than 2 people just simply don't work is the US election system. There's a good reason why throughout the entirety of US history, there's only ever been 2 prominent parties at the same time competing. And that's because of majority rule. Because if you wanted to vote for a third party, you're basically throwing your vote away and allowing the other people, or the person that you least want to win, well, win. And the same exact thing applies to this event, because what's the point of joining another team if you know the majority is already on Crimson Cats and also potentially Mighty Ninjas? And because it's a winner-take-all system, everybody that isn't on Crimson Cats loses out. I know what I just said is just really confusing, but the TLDR is the fact that Crimson Cats is going to win, simply due to the fact that they have the majority of the players and are creating the most points. And even with the catch-up system, it won't don't work out. But that's enough yapping about the teams. Let's talk about the games and what Roblox has actually done a lot better in this event. First things first, I would like to thank Roblox for actually making the items somewhat affordable. Now, I know there is a bundle for 5,000 Robux, which nobody's gonna buy, but the single one-off items appear to be around the 100 Robux range, which if you remember from the OG Classic event, when you completed the Easter egg inside the event, you were able to buy a sword that costed like 20,000 Robux or something ridiculous. But thankfully, this event, they decided not to do that, and now in order to feel a part of the event, you don't actually have to spend crazy amounts of Robux, let alone any Robux at all. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you, Roblox, for at least listening to us for that. Another good thing I really like about this event is the fact in the bottom left corner, it actually tells you what percentage you are of people. And at the time of writing this, I'm actually a top 10.1%, but I guarantee by the end of the event, I'm going to be top 0.1% because I am an absolute madman. If you don't know, one of my favorite hobbies in the world is 100% in games. And so that's exactly one of the reasons why I go back and I 100% every single event. Even though it is painful, there's something very satisfying about hitting that sweet 100% mark.
Nice.
And speaking of 100%, if you actually go to the roblox.com/thegames, you actually can see what percentage of the event you're done with. And currently, because I've only completed 2 games, I'm at 4%. But this also makes being a 100% completionist a hell of a lot easier because Roblox is directly telling you what percentage of the way you're through. Another thing I want to touch up on is actually the hub itself. Well, yes, the hub is really cool. I don't think anything could ever top the OG Classic event hub. That was the best hub ever, period. I would say that this event's hub does come in second place because honestly, what was the event hub for the hunt? That was kind of disgusting. It was boring. It was ugly. And whoever greenlighted it probably should get fired. This hub does have a lot of detail to it, and there are a few secrets that you can do. However, one of the things that I've noticed a lot of people say is that it's overwhelming and it's very confusing on what you're supposed to be doing. And to be honest with you, I agree with it because when I got in the lobby, my entire chat had to direct me on what to do because there was just so much going on and there was no clear tutorial on what you were supposed to be doing. I don't think anybody in the chat also knows what the hell to do, so we're gonna figure this one out together. And it also doesn't help that you were spawned facing the opposite direction from the portals, meaning that yes, you saw all the team things, but you didn't know where the games were. But that easily can be fixed by just a simple quick tutorial, something that tells all the players, hey, this is where this is and this is how you do it. And well, yes, there is a Mr. Helper bot. Most people, including me, did not notice it until it was too late. I know there's gonna be a bunch of people out there that are gonna dislike the idea of a forced tutorial for at least 2 minutes, but at least 99% more people would be way more informed about the event. Another quick thing regarding the previous statement about the winner-take-all system. After reviewing my notes, I noticed that everybody does actually get a grand prize. However, it is still a winner-take-all system because the winning team determines what the grand prize is. So I wonder what the Crimson Cat Award's gonna be, you know? Like, is there even a point of trying? But this final part of this video is gonna be going over some of the games and their quality because there are 50 of them. And well, we know from previous events, it's usually quantity over quality or grind over quality. But so far, I have noticed from the games that I have played, they seem pretty well balanced. Besides epic minigames so far, dude, epic minigames, if you're watching this, there is a special place in hell for you for deciding to make an RNG based event. Why do you make players sit in your game and just get lucky and hopefully the magical thing you need appears in one of the random minigames? It just doesn't make any sense. I also heard that Blade Ball is back in the event and it's the same exact thing from the previous event, which doesn't surprise me because it's Blade Ball. What do you expect? But I haven't played it yet, but that's what people have told me. So yeah, maybe later down the line in my 100% video, I'll go over the games more thoroughly and explain why they are good and why they are bad. However, I am going to be forwarding this video to Roblox staff, and I've actually already forwarded the entire whole team system and the catch-up system, which I was actually told that they were going to be looking into this and hopefully making it a little bit more balanced. So I'm praying by the time this video goes up, that entire point is going to be completely wrong and that things are going to be more balanced. But who knows? If you really like this event, let me know down in the comments. If you don't like it, let me also know down in the comments below. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Bye-bye.